Most backyards have everything they're supposed to: grass, a fence, a patio, a few chairs, and yet they still feel like leftover space no one actually wants to sit in. The problem isn't your budget or your plant selection. It is that no one ever taught you to treat your backyard like a room. And every room needs exactly 3 things before anything else works. A room always starts with a floor. The moment you define a ground plane, something different from the rest of the yard, you send a signal. This is a place to gather. In the backyard, the floor does not have to mean pouring concrete or building a deck. Even a simple rectangle of compacted gravel can turn a patch of grass into a purposeful space. For a pair of chairs and a cafe table, a 6 by 8 foot pad is enough. For a conversation zone, 8 by 12 feet gives you room to stretch out. The process is surprisingly approachable. Mark out the footprint with string and stakes. Excavate just a few inches, enough to level and remove roots. Lay down a sheet of geotextile fabric to keep weeds from pushing through. Then spread 2 to 3 inches of gravel and tamp it until it is firm underfoot. The result is a surface that drains quickly, stays comfortable in rain or sun, and feels solid enough for real furniture, not just a folding chair. For renters or anyone on a tight budget, this is a change you can make in a single evening. The effect is instant. What was once just lawn becomes a defined destination. The rest of the yard melts away, and the new floor becomes the anchor for everything that follows. Walls in a house give us privacy and a sense of enclosure, but outdoors, a solid fence or blank wall can feel harsh and isolating. The most inviting backyards use soft boundaries, layered plants, open trellises, or low screens to create a gentle edge that feels like a wall, yet never boxes you in. Research shows that a boundary around 1.5 to 2 meters in height offers just enough privacy for comfort, while still letting in light, air, and glimpses of sky. Consider the approach taken by a homeowner in California's dry Central Valley. With water use in mind, they planted a living wall of drought-tolerant shrubs, boxwood for structure, mixed with silver-leaved pittosporum and a low band of diamondia at the base. This 3-layer recipe forms a green, textured edge that softens wind and screens out the neighbor's windows, but never feels closed off. The tallest layer, set near the fence, reaches just above eye level, creating a psychological threshold that signals the room's edge without cutting off the rest of the yard. Other soft boundary tactics include portable planter boxes, lattice panels with climbing jasmine, or even a row of tall grasses. For renters or anyone with HOA limits, movable screens or potted evergreens can provide flexible privacy. The key is layering, tall at the back, mid-height in the middle, low in front, so the edge feels natural and welcoming. This vertical framing quietly organizes the space, making it feel sheltered and intentional, while always leaving room to breathe. A ceiling overhead is what makes any room feel complete, and the same is true outdoors. The moment you introduce some kind of cover, whether it is a pergola, a shade sail, or even a simple umbrella, the space below starts to feel more intimate and protected. This overhead layer is not just about blocking sun or rain. It changes the scale of the yard, drawing the eye downward and making people feel naturally gathered together, even in the open air. There is a full spectrum of options to suit different needs and budgets. For a permanent architectural look, a wood or metal pergola creates a strong sense of structure. Installed at 8 to 10 feet high, it frames the sky and can support climbing plants or string lights. In dry or windy climates, a tensioned shade sail offers a flexible, modern alternative. A 3-point sail, anchored to the house and 2 posts, can be installed by most homeowners in a single afternoon. Material costs for a standard 12 by 20 foot sail run around $150 to $180, with the main effort going into setting sturdy anchors, either with heavy-duty bolts into masonry or ground screws for freestanding posts. The result is a soft, dappled light beneath, with shadows that shift as the day goes on. For renters, or anyone seeking an instant solution, a large patio umbrella is hard to beat. With a weighted base and a 9 to 12-foot canopy, it creates a movable ceiling you can set up in minutes. These umbrellas typically cost between $120 and $180 and can be repositioned as the sun moves or stored away when not needed. No matter the approach, adding an overhead element is the step that transforms a simple outdoor pad into a true room, one that feels inviting on a hot afternoon or under a string of lights at dusk. Furniture is what gives a backyard its sense of purpose. The moment you arrange chairs, tables, or benches with intention, the space begins to feel like a room you want to use, not just a patch of outdoors. The key is to think in terms of zones and flow, just as you would indoors. For a family in California's Central Valley, the difference came down to a simple shift. Instead of scattering chairs along the fence, they gathered them in a circle around a low table with each seat facing inward. Suddenly, conversation felt natural, and everyone had a spot to belong. Spacing matters more than most people realize. Leave at least 36 to 48 inches for walkways, enough for 2 people to pass or for a child to dart through. In a conversation area, keep seats within a 10 to 12-foot circle. This range is close enough for voices to carry, but not so tight that knees bump. If you are working with a small patio, even a pair of chairs angled toward each other with a stool between can define a zone. For larger gatherings, a sectional or bench in an L shape helps anchor the space and makes it easy to add extra chairs when needed. Tonight, try moving your outdoor seating into a tighter group, aiming for that 10 to 12-foot diameter. Clear the main paths so nothing blocks the way from the house to the yard's edge. You will notice the space feels more inviting right away, and each piece of furniture starts to serve a real function, just like in any well-loved room. Every great outdoor room invites you in with a sense of purpose and comfort. That feeling starts with a clear anchor, a focal point that draws people together and gives the space its reason for being. In some yards, it is a fire bowl, a simple water feature, or a bold piece of art. For others, it might be a single specimen tree, a dining table, or even a cluster of lanterns. Studies show that when a backyard has one obvious anchor, people use the space up to 45% more often. The anchor does not have to be expensive or elaborate. What matters is that it signals, without words, what the space is for. A fire bowl says, "Stay and talk." A cafe table says, "Linger over coffee." Even a patch of wildflowers or a sculptural planter can serve as the heart of the room, but purpose alone is not enough. Texture and softness are what make people want to settle in. Hard surfaces feel practical, but a space becomes welcoming when you layer in warmth. Think smooth stone under bare feet, a wooden bench that never feels cold, or a trio of drought-tolerant grasses that sway in the breeze. Research points out that warm-toned stone and natural wood surfaces stay noticeably cooler than metal in direct sun, making them more inviting to touch and sit on. For low-maintenance comfort, repeat just 3 types of plants or materials throughout the space. This repetition calms the eye and keeps upkeep simple, whether you are designing a compact patio or a sprawling family yard. With a strong anchor and a palette of soft, touchable textures, the backyard starts to feel like a room you want to live in, not just look at. Light is what draws a backyard together after dark, turning it from a daytime escape into a true evening retreat. The most inviting outdoor rooms use layered lighting, just like inside the house. Start with a base layer, soft path lights or low uplights tucked among plants. These should cast a warm glow, not a harsh glare. The ideal color temperature is between 2,700 and 3,000 Kelvin, matching the golden warmth of indoor lamps. This range feels comfortable to the eye and flatters every surface, from stone to wood to greenery. Above, string lights or lanterns, suspended from a pergola or stretched between posts, create a ceiling of gentle sparkle. Even a single strand, zigzagged overhead, can make a small patio feel festive and welcoming. Research shows that adding this kind of overhead accent not only increases the time people spend outdoors at night, but also makes the yard feel like a natural extension of the living room. In fact, when outdoor lighting matches the color and intensity of the home's interior, people perceive the space as up to 22% larger. For a finishing touch, echo a material or color from inside the house, maybe a matching pillow, a throw blanket, or even a planter in the same hue as the living room rug. This visual connection, reinforced by the right lighting, blurs the line between indoors and out. Tonight, try hanging a strand of warm white string lights above your seating area. The effect is instant. The backyard becomes a room that welcomes you long after sunset. A thoughtful backyard isn't just a luxury, it's an everyday retreat, no matter your lot size or climate. As more of us seek comfort and connection at home, design decisions outdoors shape how we live inside. The difference is intention. Your next favorite room might be just beyond your door.